What if I told you the Los Angeles Rams are preparing to burn the draft board down again just to secure the final piece of their Super Bowl puzzle? We are seeing signs of a massive trade-up coming because Les Snead is never satisfied with staying at 13 when a game-changer is within striking distance of the top 10. The front office knows Matthew Stafford only has so many elite years left, and the internal conversations are pointing toward a move so aggressive it could redefine our entire offensive identity for the next decade. Are the Rams actually pulling the trigger? Carnell Tate is the name that has the building in Thousand Oaks buzzing right now, and the connection to the Washington Commanders at pick number 7 is becoming impossible to ignore in league circles. While most teams are content to let the board fall to them, the Rams are looking at Tate as the precise vertical threat they lack to fully unlock Sean McVay's latest offensive evolution. This isn't just about adding depth. It is about a specific skill set that perfectly complements our current core. Every insider I speak with mentions that while Washington needs a receiver, Tate's profile overlaps significantly with Terry McLaurin, making the Commanders the ideal trade partner to slide back and collect assets. The Rams currently sit at 13, but the gap between that and 7 is exactly 350 points on the trade value chart. That means Les Snead would likely have to part with pick 61 and potentially a future Day 2 selection to move into that elite tier. It is a steep price that would leave the team with only 4 remaining picks in the entire draft, creating a massive gap in their selection process. However, the internal philosophy has always been quality over quantity when it comes to blue-chip prospects who can start on day 1. We saw them try this for Brock Bowers 2 years ago and Tet McMillan last year, proving that they are not afraid to be the aggressor if they fall in love with a specific playmaker. The question is no longer if they want to move, but if the Commanders are willing to dance. Sean McVay has a vision for what this offense looks like with a true game-breaker on the outside, and Carnell Tate fits that mold to a T. But there is a catch that could change everything about how they value these picks, and it involves another high-profile prospect that might be sitting right there if the board shifts unexpectedly. If they don't get Tate, is there a backup plan that's even more shocking for the backfield? Before we dive into why Sean McVay might be looking at a different position entirely for this trade-up, I need to know your thoughts. Do you think the Rams should sacrifice their draft capital to go get a star like Carnell Tate, or should they stay at 13 and rebuild the depth? This is a franchise-altering decision that could define the Stafford era's end. If you want the most accurate Rams inside info, make sure you hit that subscribe button and drop a like right now. Seriously, subscribe so you never miss a breaking update on this draft saga. Sean McVay is widely known for his ability to transform a versatile running back into an all-pro weapon. And that is why Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame is the second name you need to watch very closely as the draft approaches. While everyone is focused on the wide receiver room, internal sources suggest the Rams are captivated by the idea of creating a dynamic duo similar to what the Lions have with Montgomery and Gibbs. Love is a do-it-all back who could pair seamlessly with Kyren Williams, offering a change of pace and an explosive receiving element that Blake Corum simply doesn't provide in the same way. We all remember the historic production Todd Gurley put up back in 2017 and 18 before the injuries took their toll, and McVay has been searching for that level of multi-dimensional threat ever since. If the Ohio State defender Arvell Reese is too expensive or off the board, Love becomes the primary target for a potential move into the top 10 if the Titans show any hesitation at pick number 7. The Commanders might be looking for more capital, but if the Rams sense they can grab Love to solidify the backfield for the next 5 years, they will not hesitate to pull the trigger. It's about the mismatch. Imagine a defense trying to account for Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, and then having to deal with a lightning bolt like Jeremiah Love coming out of the backfield on 3rd downs. It would be a nightmare for opposing coordinators in the NFC West. The front office is weighing the value of a receiver like Tate against the explosive potential of a back like Love, and the debate inside the war room is reportedly intense. They know they need an impact player who can be the difference in winning a second Super Bowl with this current veteran core. The aggressiveness isn't just a strategy, it's a necessity because the window with Stafford won't stay open forever. This is the kind of move that signals the Rams are officially all in for the upcoming season, regardless of the long-term draft cost. But what does this mean for the players already on the roster who might be pushed aside by such a massive move? Les Snead and the Rams front office are currently operating under a philosophy that prioritizes high-end talent over the traditional method of accumulating mid-round picks. By looking at a trade with Adam Peters and the Washington Commanders, the Rams are acknowledging that their roster is ready to win now, but lacks that one specific explosive element to push them over the top. If they move up to 7, they effectively bypass the tier of prospects who might be good and land a player who is elite. The impact on the locker room would be immediate, signaling to veterans like Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp that the organization is doing everything possible to maximize their remaining championship window. However, the risk is real. Moving from 13 to 7 likely costs them their second-round pick at 61, which is a prime spot to find a starting offensive lineman or a pass rusher. If they make this trade, they are essentially betting that one superstar is worth more than 2 or 3 solid starters. This puts immense pressure on the coaching staff to hit on their remaining late-round selections to fill out the depth of the roster. Looking at the future of the franchise, a move for Carnell Tate or Jeremiah Love secures a cornerstone for the post-Stafford era, but it leaves the current defense thin if injuries occur. We've seen this play-if-them-picks strategy work before, resulting in a Lombardi trophy, but we've also seen the lean years that follow when the depth evaporates. The Commanders are a perfect trade partner because they need to diversify their own wide receiver room and are looking for exactly the kind of volume the Rams can provide in a trade-down scenario. If the Rams can convince Washington that moving back to 13 still allows them to get a player like Omar Cooper Jr., then this deal becomes a win-win. The next few weeks will be a chess match between Snead and Peters, with the Rams trying to hide their true intentions while laying the groundwork for a draft day explosion. It is a high-stakes gamble that will determine if the Rams are Super Bowl contenders or just a playoff-caliber team. Ultimately, the Los Angeles Rams are proving once again that they are the most unpredictable and aggressive front office in professional football. This isn't just about a draft pick, it's about a statement of intent. They are telling the rest of the league that they aren't afraid of the cost if it means getting the player who can deliver a championship to the city of Los Angeles. Whether it's Carnell Tate stretching the field or Jeremiah Love redefining the ground game, the target is clear. Find the game changer at any cost. For the fans, this means an off-season of high-octane excitement and the very real possibility of seeing a new superstar wearing the horns come September. We are witnessing a masterclass in roster management from Les Snead and Sean McVay as they navigate a league that often plays it too safe. The Rams don't play it safe, they play to win. This potential trade up into the top 10 would be the boldest move we've seen since the Matthew Stafford trade itself, and it proves that the culture of aggression is alive and well in SoFi Stadium. As we look ahead to draft night, the tension couldn't be higher for this fan base. Will the Rams stay patient, or will they shock the world and leap into the top 7? My sources say they are working the phones as we speak, and the Commanders are listening. The future of this franchise is being decided in these private meetings right now. I want to hear from you one last time. If you were Les Snead, who is the one player you would give up everything to go get? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more exclusive Rams insider updates. We're going to be tracking this story every single hour until the commissioner walks onto that stage. The quest for another ring starts with these bold decisions, and you won't want to miss a single second of what happens next. This is the Rams way, and it's why we love this team. Stay tuned for the next update because things are about to get very interesting. Horns up!